Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out In the Line of Fire. Now, I don't really know anything about this movie besides that Clint Eastwood is in this movie, and I haven't seen very many, if any, really Clint Eastwood movies before. I know he's super famous for his Western movies, and I haven't seen any of his Western movies, so if you think those would be fun to watch on the channel as reactions, please let me know and I will try to watch them because I am interested in the Clint Eastwood legacy, if you will. But today, I guess I'm getting my first kind of peek at Clint Eastwood as an actor. Now, I don't think he directed this movie. I know he's also directed a bunch of movies, but I'm pretty sure he is the star of the movie. So I'm very excited to see what Clint Eastwood is all about and why he has such a big name for himself. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So let me turn the light. We said what color it should be. Boop. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I don't really want to go red because I feel like red is a very common color on the channel. So instead, I'm going to be going orange because I think there's going to be a lot of gunfire in this movie. Fire is mentioned in the title, and I know that's not like fire, like literal fire. It's like boom, boom, boom fire, but still, I'm going orange just because I think it'll be a fun color to watch this movie on today. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon for uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. Thank you so much if you check it out, and let's get back to the video. Okay, let's get into this thing. I hope you enjoy my reaction to In the Line of Fire. Apparently this movie also got nominated for 3 Oscars, and somehow I still have never heard of it before, so I'm just really excited for this thing. Starting off with a strong piano, I like it. Okay, the music is already insane.
Oh, Frank, thank God, thank God. I'm dead, I'm dead.
That looks like my man, Clint Eastwood.
Broke my heart, Frank.
Any more excuses?
Dude, Frank is cold already. Oh my God.
You be punctual. You got it?
Are we following a bad guy?
Looks good. Looks real good. Oh, we're in business.
We're in business.
Yeah, he asked me too many questions. Now, my instinct usually tells me when there's something wrong.
Oh, what if he's undercover? What if Clint Eastwood is undercover? Oh my God. This guy is going to die.
I want you to pop him for me, okay?
He wants... Oh my God. I think Clint Eastwood is working with this guy too.
So pop him. And let's do some business.
What do? Do you kill this guy? He has a kid. He has a kid. Why did the movie have to make him say that?
Yes, Frank. That's what I'm looking for.
Wow, he actually pulled the trigger though. But now he's dying like this.
You're under arrest.
Oh my God. How did he know there was nothing in there?
I don't know if I'm cut out for this undercover stuff. Man, I was so scared.
He's pretty good at playing the piano.
Hoping like hell the bullet hits you instead of the guy you're protecting. You find that appealing?
So true.
This is the longest conversation we ever had.
I know things about people. Come on.
I don't know if I'd want to be friends with Frank or like be terrified of him and never want to talk to him.
Take care of it?
I'll go with you.
No. You go home, hug your wife and kid.
Oh, the wink.
See these killing things. I call police.
Is he gonna try and assassinate the president again? That's a great window vantage point for a sniper shot. Ah, the guy's watching. Dude, kind of a genius. I love the lighting, the shadows. Oh, so beautiful. See, he knows he's not gonna come back now. He saw you in there. And he left one picture. That cannot be a coincidence. That must be Clint Eastwood trying to protect Kennedy, but he failed. Oh my god, that's so sick.
Corrigan,
Yeah?
the Secret Service agent.
Oh my god, this is the guy.
Who the hell is this?
That was you in my apartment last night.
Aha! But this is amazing.
McCrawley?
I love the music turn off as well. Now there's silence.
Tip, and I think the less you know about me, the better.
Oh, why?
Because I'm planning to kill the president.
Oh, yeah.
The president. You could go to jail even if you don't mean it.
I mean it all right.
God. Whoever's playing this guy is creepy.
Going up against you, this raises the game to a much higher level. Fate has brought us together, Frank.
Did you hear coins, maybe?
You being intimately involved with the assassinations of 2 presidents.
Oh my god, and now he hears the same thing. Like, he must be extremely close. This is so cool. It's funny when you think about it, he ran away, and the guy is probably hiding, like, behind a wall, like, please don't come, please don't come.
Secretaries get prettier and prettier around here.
And the field agents get older and older.
Dude, good comeback, lady.
Oh, he's dangerous.
How do you know?
I know things about people, Lily.
Yeah, he said that to the other guy as well.
I wouldn't think that.
What reputation are you talking about, Bill?
All right, let's get back on track.
Oh, I'd like to know what reputation he's referring to.
Let's drop it.
I like Clint Eastwood's voice. It's so gritty.
Meanwhile, if you could have my phone tapped.
What makes you think he'll call again?
Oh, he'll call again. He's got panache.
Yeah. He wants to be extravagant as a killer.
So what do you want to talk to me about, besides your reputation?
I want to be assigned to the president.
To protect him.
After all these years? Frank Christ, you're a dinosaur.
This guy's gonna make a try.
You're a dinosaur? That is so mean.
I want to stand post again, Frank. At your age?
Yeah. I've got at least one pair of...
He's putting himself in the line of fire. I wonder if that title is going to be literal as well. Dude, I would be too old at Clint Eastwood's age. I'd be too old to be running next to a car. I don't like that other agent. He's too smirky.
God damn it. Get back.
Oh my god. He's spying on him again. The tiniest binoculars of all time. I also like that the movie is revealing a little bit more and a little bit more of the guy each time we see him.
When I find out who it is, I'll pay him back in spades.
How can you be sure it was a him?
He'll pay him back with a fistful of dollars. I'm pretty sure that's another Clint Eastwood movie that I haven't seen.
He's a weird-looking guy, isn't he?
Oh, that could be him.
To reciprocate for the presidential luncheon, and the president's political advisors are said to be very...
Huh, interesting. That model car beside him. But it kind of looks like he's making, like, bullets now.
Yeah.
Frank.
Oh, yes. Dude, his voice is so grating. I hate it. It's soft and almost, like, moist.
Keep him on the line till we get the ANI.
Yeah.
Trying to trace me, Frank.
I
Speaking of which, how are you? I was worried about you today.
hate how close we are to his lips. I am uncomfortable.
You really should get in shape for that kind of duty.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
By the way,
His eyes.
hey, Jackie. And you look so young and able, Frank.
Oh, wow. I love the composition of Frank superimposed over this footage.
Coming out of that window, or do you see Kennedy's head being blown apart?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Your drinking problem and the fact that you weren't easy to live with. I was so moved by...
Oh, look at this. We finally get to see quite a bit of him.
I'll talk to you again soon. Nice to have a friend.
Oh my. Ah, he's so creepy. I hate him so much, and I hated that the camera was so close to him the entire time. This is the wrong house. How did he do that?
You can trace the call.
Not if he's in an old, twisted pair analog line, no.
Damn it, Jack, will you get a...
Look at the dual focus here too. Pretty nice.
The state dinner? At the French embassy? Do you have any idea how long it took me to line up this strip for this close to the...
Do you have any idea how good those steaks are?
Because of explosives, there could be problems.
You guys do
President,
your job.
the stakes could never be higher.
He's got to be seen.
Even if it kills him.
Next order of business.
You know what? Even if it kills him, he's gonna be out of a job either way. That is so mean. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Thank you. I am the president. I know.
Well, Agent Raines, you do look devastating tonight.
Thank you.
Good enough to eat, I might.
He's like, nope, you look ugly. That's what I meant. I'm joking. She looks very nice.
I was just wondering where you hide your firearm. Don't tell me. Let me guess.
Wow, he winks a lot. That must be his acting niche, is winking.
Los
Wait.
Angeles. The temperature is above
Wait.
76 degrees. It's a beautiful day out.
Is that Mr. Malkovich? I think it is. John Malkovich? He's also a... Oh no. I think he's studying up on the New Age modeler. I was going to say, he's also a modeler.
Minneapolis.
You're kidding. So am I.
Wow.
He is so done. He looks so tired.
I'm sorry, but I'm very late for a meeting. Will this take long?
No, not at all. Just another minute.
He's a little rude.
You have a very pleasant way about you.
Oh, wait. He's really creepy now.
Rene.
Is he the killer? No, he can't be the killer. Could he be the killer?
They have you all around so the president can look good to his feminist voters.
Okay. This guy's mindset is definitely in the past. But I like that the movie is saying that he is being pretty obnoxious.
Ain't a whole lot of us, but we do have a powerful army.
Again, he winked again.
Wow.
I should watch this movie and take a shot every time Clint Eastwood winks.
If she looks back, that means she's interested.
She won't look back.
Give me that smug look and be on your way.
Oh, she looked back. What is it? I'm so nervous for your health and well-being.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
That is terrifying. Could he be the evil man?
Mention our conversation to anyone at the bank this afternoon?
No.
Oh, God. Oh, God. No, have the dog attack him.
Settle down! Damn!
See, the killer guy has no hair. But now John Malkovich has hair. Holy chicken nuggets. Dude, he just came in there and snapped both their necks. Who is this man? And the poor dog was leashed. You shouldn't have been from Minneapolis? Why? That must be the killer then. John Malkovich must be the killer. But he had hair. So now I am very confused.
Do you know why I think he refused? I think he refused because he had a death wish. He talked all the time about being assassinated, his favorite.
Definitely John Malkovich.
I think he wanted to die. And I think he didn't care that his death...
This is terrifying.
The shit do I have to listen to? Jesus.
He's right across the street, Lafayette.
Right across the street. You're not gonna find him. How are you gonna find him?
To get in shape, Frank.
Oh, yeah, okay, that is John Malkovich. But he looks different every time we see him. Unless there is multiple of them? I don't think so, though. I like that we've seen him now. Oh, Clint Eastwood, good try. Oh my god. Yeah, he's gonna get on the bus. Yeah. You can see him running and grabbing onto the bus underneath the bus. That was cool. See what I'm saying? Different hairstyles. Is one like past, present, future? Like past, present or something like that? I'm not sure.
The president hit the campaign trail today. He left from The
airplane takes off, Air Force One, the movie starts.
Oregon to ID. Sector 3 secured.
Sector 3 is secured.
This looks almost screen projected on, you know? Like, it doesn't look quite like Clint Eastwood's there.
Well, we've gone a long way toward achieving that goal.
Oh my god, he's on a train? That is amazing. Oh my god. Why is this movie so stressful? Also, why is John Malkovich so creepy?
You know, freedom of speech, that kind of stuff. And he said, look, when I'm talking to you, I am the president.
Wow.
You look more like a sack of shit in a cheap suit.
What a comeback.
I like the wackos to see the whites of my eyes. Good glare can be just as effective as a gun.
Fair enough, and a Clint Eastwood glare would be intimidating. Oh, she turned her head.
Afraid of making a big mistake.
Fair enough. He's a little old for you, I would say. I don't know how old Clint Eastwood is in this movie, but he looks a lot older than her. That's in a movie. What movie is that? I have watched that movie as a reaction. Oh wow, okay. I can't deny that was pretty smooth. Racing into the elevator. I would kiss someone if they did that to me too. So, although I still think he's too old for her. Oh wow, they're really getting it on. Everything falling, there's so much.
Oh, damn.
Oh dear.
Damn. I gotta put all that shit back on. God damn it.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much stuff. Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
I mean, this job, let's be realistic. It's not like we work in a bank.
He's like, I kind of thought we were.
You were brokenhearted.
I left him, Frank, because I wouldn't quit my job for him.
Ooh, I quite like her.
No.
Except now you're in love with me. It scares you a little bit.
Frank.
Because you're in her career.
Wilder. Extra help on the bags. Backed up out here.
Cough on your arm, cough on your elbow, not on your hand.
All posts, take your positions.
You've got a fever, Frank.
Stay alert in there.
Yeah, Frank is so sick right now.
Stage center clear.
Mezzanine left. Mezzanine left. All clear.
He's gonna faint or something. You should not be working right now. Oh god. I am disoriented.
Gun!
You didn't hear? No, it's a fake gun. It's a fake gun.
Security room, follow up. What the hell's going on in there?
Oh my god, it's just popping the balloons.
Yeah. That was exciting, wasn't it? Take your seat, please, ladies.
Intentionally popping the balloons, probably, too. Yeah, look at that. He knew that Clint Eastwood was disoriented.
I thought he came off all right. You were the one that came off like the damn coward.
Yeah, you ran away.
A staff like that?
I don't work for him.
No, you work for me. At least you did.
Oh, what?
What about the time Kennedy's girlfriend was caught in the White House and you said she was with you?
Yeah, he's done it before.
It's been known to impair a judgment. Face it, Frank. You're too old for this shit.
I like how they just used a common movie line and kind of flipped it on his head a little bit. Ew. Ew, go away. I wouldn't be surprised for Frank to go home one day and Jim to just be on his bed.
Heroic or absurd.
Now, why would a man like you want to risk his life to kill a man like that?
Especially because he might not be the president in like 5 weeks.
Well, if none of this means anything, then why kill the president?
So he killed those women for no reason.
I play the piano.
That's not enough.
How do you know? Do you play?
I've seen you in your bar alone.
Oh, that's so creepy. Tears his phone cord out. I mean, fair enough. I don't think it's going to be Booth.
Jesus, Frank. Officer in Minneapolis.
Okay, but listen to
See
this.
what you can find out about accidental deaths. and
Frank.
murders. Anything we might pin to Booth.
Listen to Al.
Well, there's a professor at the Art Center College of Design in Pasadena, California, Frank.
Okay.
Some measure of revenge? I mean, the way he said it scared the shit out of me.
I mean, coming from John Malkovich too, that'd be terrifying.
Have a composite sketch faxed to us.
You figure that one out all by yourself, Al?
Al, that's a good idea.
For me. Cost over $1,000. See this?
Whoa, whoa, take it easy.
It's for Mitch.
This is in case he ever comes back.
Really? Ugh, that house is not sketchy at all. Do you even think he's gonna be here? I don't think he's gonna be here. Oh God.
Drop it!
Oh, nice. Who is this guy?
Got him. I got him.
It's okay. It's okay. We're on the same team. Okay?
Oh, is this guy like an agent?
Who are you here for, Larry or me?
Mr. Larry used to be one of our operatives.
Really?
I understand your frustration.
You understand my frustration, you pompous son of a bitch.
Oh, nice use of pompous there.
Larry's what we nowadays call a wet boy.
What's a wet boy, Frank? Larry's an assassin.
An assassin?
In Larry's case, that's putting it too gently. He's more like a predator.
I don't like this at all. Oh my God.
Something I made.
No kidding?
You made it?
You guys are going to die.
Oh, right. That is great. That is really great.
You guys are gonna get shot. He does stuff for no reason.
No, I need it.
For what?
2 bullets
Why did you kill that bird, asshole?
for no reason. What did I say? What did I say? If you see a man with a gun just sitting by the edge of a pond, do not go up to him.
Went by his home in Phoenix to try to persuade him to accept counseling and retraining. This is how Larry treats his friends.
Oh my God, this guy died? Oh my days.
They aren't much good. The eyes are dead. Always tell a man by his eyes.
The eyes are dead.
I have nightmares, Frank. About that boat with the plastic bag over my head.
I mean, I would too.
Come on, pal, I need you. Please.
Do it for Frank, Al. If Al dies, I'm gonna be so sad.
I'm glad, Frank. What's that supposed to mean?
You slit your friend's throat.
Oh, he's thinking.
Sent my best friend, my comrade in arms, to my home to kill me.
Really?
Voice is shaking.
I never lied to you, Frank, and I never will.
He's been so calm this entire time, and now he's yelling.
I don't even remember who I was before they sunk their claws into me.
Oh my God.
What do you see when you're in the dark and the demons come?
I see you, Frank.
Ooh.
All it takes, that president is coming home from California in a fucking box.
Coming home from California, interesting.
And so do you, Frank, if you get too close to me.
You have a rendezvous with my ass, motherfucker.
What a lie.
You know how many times I've watched you go in and out of that apartment? You're alive because I have allowed you to...
Yeah, he could have.
...me some goddamn respect!
Jesus. John Malkovich, what an actor.
Frank.
That's him. That could be him. Your cover is blown. Just shoot him. Poor Al. Ooh, nice jump. Al's catching up. Okay. No way. There's no way. Oh, ow, man. Shoot him in the butt. Ooh, nice. Aw, zut. Oh my god, that is terrifying. That is terrifying.
Take it.
Oh, the glasses fell off.
You gonna shoot me, Frank, after I saved your life?
If you shoot him, you die.
The way to save the president is to shoot me. Are you willing to do that?
But the only way to save yourself is to not shoot him. Oh my god, you maniac.
Frank!
Oh no, Al. He has a gun, man. Al, he has a gun!
Al!
Al. Al. I knew he was gonna die, man. They're literally setting him up to die. It's a stupid movie. It's like Al is another person who he's failed to save.
You better pray I don't find you, you prick.
Pray? What, do you want to kill me, Frank?
That's right.
The irony's so thick you could choke on it.
There's so true.
Yet now you want to kill me while up on that roof I protected you. They're gonna write books about us,
Oh
right?
my god.
I'm tired of your...
I hate that he has a point.
Or sport, Frank. Hmm?
It's a sadistic point, but it's still a point.
Or did you make a choice there to... Do you really have the guts to take a bullet, Frank?
Oh, yeah, like he said at the very start of the movie to Al.
I'm not going to come out and tell you where he's going to make an attempt.
I don't think he'd lie to me.
Well,
yeah, me neither.
If I don't overreact, the president's dead.
Why is he even here? I told you to keep him away from me.
Because he's trying to protect the president. We haven't seen her in a while, and him interacting with her. I forgot she even existed for a bit.
You're looking at a living legend, Lily. The only active agent who ever lost a president.
Don't lose another one.
Oregon, welcome to Los Angeles.
Here in Washington, animal.
What a shot. Top 10 shots in movie history. Oh wow, he's going full prosthetics mode. Although the eyes, the dead eyes, will always be there. Whoa. Whoa.
We swept the western end of the motorcade route. Manholes are secured, mailboxes removed.
Mailboxes in case of a mailbox bomb.
International Airport. Baggage claims, ground transportation are on the lower level.
The music is so good right now, so stressful. It's so interesting watching this guy because he's so smart and he has so many cool like hidden things, like how he's putting the bullets from the keychain and stuff like that. So interesting. And so when people scan it, they'll be like, oh, it's metal. Oh, they're just keys, you know?
You're rolling? He's a bellboy. He's been cleared.
Yeah, he's clean.
All right.
Oh, poor guy.
You were an angel sent down to help the party.
I'm very much human.
Well, good then. Let's have a drink.
So he's been giving money to some charity or something, right? As well.
Bonkers over these things. I got you a great seat. It's just a stone's throw away from the president himself.
Oh my days. Has he been planning this for years?
Who's that? Secret Service agent.
You know everyone is a...
Oh my days.
Boy on television.
I was there.
Well, I'd say that he's a little overwrought.
Yeah, well, we're all a little overwrought knowing Larry's...
Wouldn't you be if the president's life was in danger?
They want you to go to San Diego and assist in the advance there tomorrow.
No thanks.
He questioned whether I had the guts to take that fatal bullet.
Yeah, I'm kind of questioning it too.
Only I reacted, I could have taken that shot. That would have been all right with me.
Maybe, but it is probably a reason that you froze as well, right? You weren't ready for that, but now you are. Also, are we gonna just brush over Al's death? Because I would like to take a second to remember that man.
The white zone is for immediate loading and unloading of passengers.
Whenever I hear the white zone is for... Whenever I hear that, I think of airplane. Nice little push-in shot there. Do you think the president would get annoyed that this song plays whenever he appears somewhere?
Post 6.
Roger, in place.
Post 12.
Roger.
Here comes the final act.
I haven't seen him, but I've only been here a couple of weeks.
Who's in charge of new accounts before you?
She died.
Lily.
Oh my god, I am so stressed.
All agents in position.
Oh my god. I'm actually so stressed. His little tiny ugly binoculars. Oh, that man is so young. That's him. You just passed him. Oh, come on. Wow. He actually is a genius. Wow, he's making it wow talking. He's a skilled man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
President, you better duck and cover right now. Oh my god, he's actually like the closest person to the president. That means he'll definitely get shot when he shoots the president, but he'll get the kill. A life for a life. Oh no, he dropped one on the floor. Wait, why am I saying oh no? Why am I saying oh no? I want him to drop one on the floor, loser. Gun is loaded. James Mahoney. Now find the actual list. Don't you wish it was in alphabetical order? Jesus. God, come on. This is so epic. This is so epic.
What the hell is he doing here?
He's on to something, guys. Oh my god, he knows. He knows he has minimal time. Oh god, here we go. The zoom. He's gonna have to take the bullet. He took the bullet in the line of fire, literally. Dude, they would push that chef. He was just cooking up dinner. Wow, this is so intense. Holy God.
West Towers. Do something about this. Take the subject out.
You're risking Frank's life by taking him out.
I broke my damn ribs. Sorry, I wasn't aiming at you.
See inside.
Wearing a bulletproof vest, Frank, that's a bit of a cheat, don't you?
How is he gonna talk?
Otherwise, you played a good...
Is he gonna like pretend to talk to him but tell the snipers where to shoot?
Nicely put, Frank, except you see, I don't want to leave this miserable world alone.
What are you waiting for?
What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for you to show me some goddamn gratitude.
Dude, Frank is sick.
Can't see inside. If they fire, you'll be hit.
I want you to thank me first, Frank.
Shut up and shoot.
Haha, he's telling them to fire.
What?
Aim high.
Now.
Fire.
You bastard!
Oh my days. Dude, Frank is a god. No, duck. I don't know why ducking would help. Oh my god, same situation that Frank was in, except kick his arms.
Take my hand. If you don't, you'll die.
He'd rather die. Oh, he let go. Eee, what a way to go. The elevator still works after this? Oh no, man, I'd take the stairs personally.
For quite some time. Yes, Frank exemplifies courage and self-sacrifice.
Oh, shut up. Punch him in the face. Reporter jump scare.
Agent Horrigan, why are you retiring from the Secret Service?
Because he's too old.
I hate desk work, and I'm too old to go running alongside limousines.
What did I say?
Good. I love public transportation.
He deserves a nicer house than this apartment. I mean, this is a pretty nice apartment, though. A little messy, but clean it up a little bit. It looked pretty good.
I like it.
Hello, Frank.
Oh, he left a voicemail, one last one.
Time to get on with your life. But I worry that you have no life to get on with, Frank.
Oh, he does. He does.
And good men like you and me are destined to travel a lonely road.
I love it. I love it. He's not even listening anymore.
How do you know?
I know people.
I know things about pigeons, Lily.
I know pigeons. Wolfgang Petersen. I feel like I recognize that name. Would you recognize that name? Wolfgang Petersen. Have I watched one of his movies on the channel? I'll check. And that was my reaction to In the Line of Fire, the 1993 thriller action movie starring Clint Eastwood. Probably one of the first times I've ever seen Clint Eastwood perform before, so very interesting. I have some thoughts on him. John Malkovich, who was terrifying in this movie. Rene, Russo, Dylan McDermott. I am so sad that he died. And by the way, justice for Al. He just died, and then the movie just kind of forgot about him. You know, there was not really any funeral. Clint Eastwood a little bit later was like he killed Al, my best friend. But like, I didn't really buy that he was insanely upset with Al's death because he never really did anything in memory. Like he could have like gone to his family's house or something. I think that would have been a really touching scene if Frank had gone to Al's house, because he talked about his wife, he talked about his kid. If Frank had gone to those two people and been like, look, I'm sorry, your dad has died, like your husband has died and stuff, I think that would have been a nice scene to kind of wrap up Al's character. But they just kind of left him dead, but I thought he did a good job. And John Mahoney. Okay, yeah, so as my first, or maybe, I mean probably not first, because Clint Eastwood is everywhere in film and media, whether he's composing music, whether he's directing, whether he's writing, whether he's acting, he is everywhere. So this is probably not the first Clint Eastwood performance I've seen. However, it is the one that I remember right now. I don't remember seeing another one, and so I'm just going to say that this is my first ever Clint Eastwood movie. And I thought Clint Eastwood was really cool. He was very gritty. He just has like this old man vibe, you know, like I can buy him as an old man. When I think of like a grumpy old man, Clint Eastwood is gonna come into my mind. But he was really good in this movie. I thought his acting was really good. I thought he was very serious in moments. He had some humorous moments, but he said his humorous moments in very serious ways, which made them funny because he was so cool. Like, he was just a very cool figure. He was emitting coolness, and I didn't know whether to be scared of him, in awe of him, just kind of in love with him, or kind of all three at the same time. I don't know. He was just a really cool actor, and apparently he can play the piano as well, so just a very talented man. Like, that was actually him playing in the movie and not just like an overdubbed version, even though we never saw his hands. That is going to be my only exception. We never saw his hands playing the song while the song was on, but I looked it up. Apparently he can play the piano, so if that was him playing, then he's also a great pianist. As for the movie itself, it was directed by Wolfgang Petersen, and I was like, I recognize that name. Duh, I watched The Neverending Story and just recently Air Force One on my channel, so if you haven't checked out those reactions, you can check them out, because I loved both of those movies as well. But in this movie, we got some great tension, we got some great dialogue, so two fantastic characters with Frank and Mitch. They were both great characters for very different reasons, but although, as Mitch points out in a very kind of sadistic way, kind of very similar characters as well. The score was also very good. I didn't notice the score too much, but when I did notice the score. I forget how to pronounce his name, but it's like Anicio Morcane or something like that. I'm sorry, I totally butchered that name, but you know him. He's a very famous composer, and I'm pretty sure he composed the score for like The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, like the doo 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 doo. You know that score? I think he did that. I'm pretty sure he did Conan the Barbarian as well. Anyways, there's a lot of talent in this movie is what I'm going to say, and I thought everyone pulled it off. It was super engaging. It was very stressful, very, very high stress, and I thought it was just done very well, very simply done, but very well done. Okay, let's get into the reviews of this movie, then I'll talk about the score very quickly, and then I'll just go into, I don't know, the stress. It's not really too much for me to talk about because I didn't think the camera work was exceptional. I didn't think the lighting was exceptional. I just thought it was just a very well-made movie. You know, simply made. Wolfgang with his camera shots, they were just very simple camera shots, but they were very effective to what he was trying to do. So maybe I'll talk about that briefly. There's not too much for me to talk about. I just wanted to tell you guys that I really enjoyed this movie. Okay, so 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb and 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. So seems like critics love this movie way more than the audiences, and I think this is going to be a trend where people just love Clint Eastwood movies. Like critics love Clint Eastwood movies a lot more than audiences. I think that is just going to be how it is. He's just one of those people that audiences or that critics are like, yep, this is Clint Eastwood, I'm going to give this 100%. You know what I mean? But audiences, probably a little bit more realistic. I didn't think this movie was perfect. I think there were definitely some things that this movie could have done better, such as the relationship between Frank and Lily, and then also Al's death. I thought those two things didn't do very well in the movie. Like, the relationship between Frank and Lily is pretty good at the start, and then the movie drops it for the whole second act. It's just not there. It is non-existent. And I forgot that Lily was even a character by the time she returns, which is not really a good thing, you know? But when the movie gets right, it does very, very right. The relationship between Frank and Mitch as a character, Frank as a character, and the stressful environments combined with the score and some of the dialogue in the script as well, the movie does super, super well. So I think the audience score as a 7.2 is a very fair score for this movie overall. Okay, the score of this film was very, very good. I loved the use of the horns mixed with the drums and kind of the more detective-y thing. The horns, when the score started and the horns started blaring, maybe it's because I associate the name Clint Eastwood with Western movies, but the score sort of sounded Western and detective-y at the same time. You know, like the normal sleuthy detective, like smooth scores. The score sounded like that, mixed with sort of this blaring horn Western theme, as if you see some Lone Ranger walk into the town, hand at the pistol by the side of his hips, you know, ready to shoot at anyone, be the fastest shooter at anyone in a 1v1 duel or something like that. That's kind of what the score reminded me of. Maybe I'm going crazy and that is not what anyone else has interpreted with this score, but it gave me this Western detective feeling, which was really interesting because none of this took place in the West at all. Like, there was no cowboy stuff in this movie at all. But still, I thought the score was loud. It was epic at times. It was, I wouldn't necessarily say emotional. I never felt emotional through the score, but I just felt a lot of tension and stress, anxiety, and also just epicness and like, come on, let's go, Frank. I can't put this feeling into words right now, but you guys know what I'm talking about, like energy in this score. And I thought it was fantastic. Okay, yeah, so the camera work in this movie I actually thought was very, very simple, but I thought it was very effective overall because this movie didn't need any flashy camera work. Most movies don't really need flashy camera work, and sometimes directors will do flashy camera work and it'll work really, really well, and it won't seem like flashy camera work. It'll just like really add on to sequences and stuff like that. Well, other times directors will do flashy camera work and it just won't work. It'll be too distracting. It'll pull you out of the movie. In this case, Wolfgang just kind of, I'm calling him by his first name because I don't know how to pronounce his last name, by the way. I actually changed that because I know him personally. I know Wolfgang personally. You know, me and him are best friends. Anyways, like, his camera work is very, very simple. He goes sort of the safe route of just having like these nice static shots of characters walking, but he does some very interesting things with it at the same time. First of all, when John Malkovich, when we don't know it's John Malkovich, when we don't know it's Mitch Leary, when we don't know who the killer is, right? They do these really awesome, uncomfortable close-ups. First of all, the slow reveal as to who the killer is into John Malkovich is great. First we see his eyes, then we see his mouth, then we see his eyes, then we see the side of his face, and then we see his full face. Like this nice little reveal. We get little bits of him every time the audience is piecing together his face, and then we see his full face, and even his voice. John Malkovich has a very recognizable voice, and so maybe that was part of the reason why I found it so uncomfortable, was because I felt like I knew the voice. You know, I guess somewhere deep down I was like, I know that voice, and it's bugging me. Like, why can't I picture that voice? And maybe it even felt a little bit more personal, because I've seen a few John Malkovich movies, probably like 5, 6, 7. I know him. He's a household name in my household head. He's a household name. So, and I think he's a great actor. So maybe that's why some of his dialogue and stuff was making me super, super uncomfortable, was because I just knew him from somewhere. I knew that voice from somewhere. It almost sounded very familiar to me, yet I couldn't quite place it. But I think it also has to do with John Malkovich's acting, because I thought his acting was incredible. But anyways, we're getting back to the camera work. When he was talking and stuff on the phone, we have these extreme close-ups of his mouth, and it just was so unnerving. It made my spine tingle. It made me not want to watch the movie. Like, it was kind of gross, because you could really like hear every single like I'm sorry for your ears, by the way. I should put like a warning in front of that, but you could hear every single noise coming out of his mouth. His voice was crystal clear, but it was droning at the same time, and just being so close to this horrible man's face was disturbing in itself, and I think Wolfgang knows that. And then he kind of pans up to the eyes. We see these lifeless eyes. Sorry, John Malkovich, I know you are probably a nice person in real life, but your eyes in this movie were dead. They had nothing behind them. You might not even have eyes in this movie. They could just be fake eyes for all I know. But it's just being so close to that face was so uncomfortable, and I thought Wolfgang did a great job of making the audience uncomfortable around Mitch Leary, instead of making the situations make people uncomfortable with Mitch Leary. Like, you could make a situation where he is creepy, but the way that they portray him through the camera work visually is one of the biggest reasons why he is so disturbing in the first place. Yeah, and as for my faults, I kind of already said them. I thought Lily Raines was not really in this movie that much, and she just didn't feel that important. Like, if the relationship wasn't there at all, I don't think this movie would have changed too much. Obviously, it could be shown that he has a life at the end of this movie. You know, he's not like John Malkovich's character. He's not like Mitch, just like Mitch was saying, oh, we are kind of the same person. We both have no life. So I guess she does have a place, but it's just the fact that she is gone for such a huge chunk of the second part of this movie, of the second act of this movie. It just didn't feel like the movie had anything for her to do. And also, I was a little uncomfortable by Clint Eastwood being 62 years old, and she didn't look super old in that movie, maybe late 20s, early 30s. And I know, you know, it's okay, it's legal and stuff like that. It just was a little weird. Like, he could have been her dad for all intents and purposes. So I thought maybe it could have been better for them to have done like a father-son, father-daughter relationship, where he kind of guides her and trains her, and then his life would be to raise her almost as like a secondary daughter, even though she is old. Just like keep watch of her and stuff like that, love her as a daughter rather than a lover, because I don't know, I didn't buy their age gap. And then Dylan McDermott's character as Al, he just deserves so much more. They almost kill him twice in this movie. The first time, I guess they kill him once, and then the first time they almost kill him, but he just deserves so much more. He info dumps on us saying he has a kid, and the kid's going to a new school and stuff like that, and then he kind of tells us that he's super scared, he wants to quit. Clint Eastwood keeps pushing him to stay in the service, and he is a good agent, mind you, he is a good agent, but he then dies, and then the movie just forgets about him. And I was sitting there going, I haven't forgotten about you, Al. Why has this movie forgotten about you? Why has Frank forgotten about you? He says there's one scene after Al's death where Clint Eastwood acknowledges that Al has died. And that is it. He just acknowledges there's no kind of comeuppance really. There's no funeral for Al. There's nothing for the audience, even though the audience, or at least for me, I have latched onto this character already. Not a lot per se. He didn't have too much screen time, but I have latched onto him enough, and I care for him enough because he seems innocent in this line of work compared to Frank for sure, and compared to Mitch, that he deserves something more than just getting shot, lying there, blood coming out of his head, and then that's the end of him. You know, so I wish there was more. Those are my two issues, but they're not huge issues. They're not movie breaking or anything for me. I still really enjoyed this movie, and I thought the stress, the tension were all at a max, especially in the big moments. The ending of this movie was incredible. So much happening. The score blazing, these cool zoom ins onto Clint Eastwood as he's kind of realizing these things with the camera work. I thought it all came together and pieced together perfectly, beautifully. It was a great ending to this movie. And yeah, that is my reaction and review to In the Line of Fire, the 1993 thriller action movie. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. If there are any other movies by Mr. Wolfgang himself, or I know there's Das Boot, and Das Boot is on my list of movies to watch, but it's just so long that I need a long time to watch it. So you recommend Das Boot again if you would like. Recommend any of his other movies as well. Recommend anything with Clint Eastwood in it. I would love to hear some Clint Eastwood movie recommendations, although I'm pretty sure most of his movies are also really long. We're getting into long movie territory here. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.